I have realized that the next generation of artists will have it harder in criticism than we did in 2020 and below. Now I know why many kids are using AI and lying about it instead of trying to improve. So let me break it down from the start that gave me this idea for this video. YouTube is my main platform for art, but I do also focus on TikTok, Pinterest, Blue Sky, and Instagram. But I want long-term fans, so I don't focus too much on posting there. And when I do, it's half-assed. I decided to post a redraw of my profile picture as it was 4 months old. Nothing was wrong with it, but after 4 months, I just kept seeing the imperfections. I wanted the line art to be thicker and less shaky. Her eyes looked unfinished and her skull was non-existent in a 3/4 point of view. She also looked like she was 12 years old, which I'm 19, and I wanted my persona to look of age. With that in mind, I did change slight things that bothered me, and after that, I liked my drawing again. I posted it on TikTok as a slideshow showing the differences of my 4-month progress, and oh my god, it was the first time in 2 years of posting that I got so much hate. I was bamboozled at first because I'd never gotten that attraction from straight hate, and my jaw dropped. At first I was getting discouraged, being like, I'm not good enough, or should I just delete this post? But then I decided to think a little more logically, as hate on the internet just seems to be a trend, which is crazy that people just enjoy it that much. I defended myself a bit in the comments, telling others to maybe try to be nice, you know, trying to kill them with kindness first. But when I went to go check their profiles, I saw the worst thing. They were children. Who is making their children so bold and hateful? Like, I expected to be beefing with someone around my age that is hateful and immature, but children? Once I realized they are kind of doing this follow the leader type of mean comments, such as goodbye Paris, hello France, or that's it, which made me laugh at first since it was only 1 or 2, but then it became 10, and that's when the snowball started of hate. It started to become too much, in which I stopped trying to defend myself, especially to kids whose frontal lobe is probably at 10%. So I decided to just delete comments and keep the nice ones, since I truly see my art accounts on every platform as non-toxic place. Most of the comments ended up on review after that, which they were like piranhas trying to bite my hand off for not letting them talk crap. There were some 18-year-olds trying to talk crap, and they truly sounded like kids too. I swear my frontal lobe developed in that moment because I was like, there's no way these 18-year-olds are also following these kids' examples. Well, how do I know this? Well, the first hate comments were the children, then it became a mix of both. I thought it would have been the other way around. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be bold, have something magical, mystical, fantastic to show me up. But nah, all their artwork seemed traced or heavily referenced, and that is fine when you are a beginner trying to understand how art is art. I also started that way too, but to come on my page and bombard it with hate was so surreal to me, because I wouldn't dare discourage a beginner, as in those times you are the most fragile of fragile. But I also do like doubling down, but knowing these were kids, I just shut up and didn't talk crap of any of their artwork. At this point I was just questioning my sanity to why I would even give them the time of my day to even comment back. After like half a day of this happening, it did not bug me anymore, but more so the future of what is happening to art. The art community having the same expectations for every person who calls himself an artist is truly disgusting. I know it was horrible back then, but now more so than ever, no one seems to be able to be a beginner at anything. It is terrifying how all communities are becoming this way, and worse with the accessibility to AI and insecure people who are scared to pick up a pencil. We are being shoved into mediocre pieces of soulless works just so that person can hide behind and say they made it. AI has so many amazing ways of helping humans, especially through medicine, but art is something I'll never come to an agreement of needing it to be accessible at a touch of a button. Art is such a sacred thing to hold up and be proud to draw. Your mind creating such pieces is such a beautiful thing that cannot be replaced by these machines, as each thing you create will hold something dear to you and relatable to others. With how fast media is becoming, we are entered in a place of fast outcomes equals more money, and no one cares who's making it. I have seen many AI users, not artists, as they do not deserve that title, get caught lying after months of using it. It feels like such a betrayal. There are a lot of beginner artists who have posted their art and are just trying to be part of the community just to get shot down for being new. They don't even ask for criticism and they still get it. The best thing you can do as a new artist is to be confident and your head held high. The work you make really does show how confident you are in your piece, and let me tell you, I started drawing constantly at 11 years old and had the fattest confidence that gave me the biggest boost of improvement and spewing out many pieces. But that all crumbled down once my dad made one joke about it. My ego then just shattered. Truly, the art I created started to never be good enough for me, and then I started tracing and acting like it was mine. I also lost the confidence to draw digitally without tracing those Pinterest references too, as from age 13 through 16 2015. I would trace the reference or a 3D model, or when I would draw people like cosplayers for fun, I would trace them. This caused me to completely stunt my growth in drawing, which is not as bad as people using AI, since at least tracing with these helped me understand line art, coloring, and what I like to draw. With AI, there is nothing you learn at all, and sadly the kids that have no confidence will turn to this instead of turning to other methods of learning. Back to people giving non-consensual criticism, I just want to put it in this perspective. You're walking by someone in public and you like the effort they put in their outfit, but their shoes are ugly, and you say, "Oh god, I love your outfit, but those shoes are ugly." And also if you say, "I would keep the last part out," and just compliment them. Duh, that's what you should do. Can you believe that there are people who just straight up criticize? It's crazy how normalized it is on the internet, but I know if someone did that to you while walking by, you would be mortified and never want to wear those shoes again. So how do you think someone who put their heart and soul into their piece of art is excited to share with others just for it to be ripped apart by a stranger? Honestly, if anyone who doesn't believe in their art is listening, I'm here to say this is an adventure for you, and no one else will ever comprehend your art more than you. Don't let others get in your brain and take down the path of hating art. There are some days where you think you suck and other days you feel like a god. Art isn't a straight line at all. It's a skill, not a talent, so as long as you keep going, there will be progress into your art that only you will be able to see. Not everyone else can understand you. And you will have to be okay with standing alone in your own art. Don't let the views and praise or discouragement waver how you feel about art. Thank you guys for watching, and I just wanted to rant a bit of what I've been seeing, and let me know down below your opinions in all this.